we've found that we're happier eating seasonally than trying to preserve a whole ton of stuff. We seem to have water. Should be working fine. This may just not have turned on quite right. It says it has turned on. And it did. You can just start to see the water overflowing here. It's not coming out really fast, which is fine. I'm going to shut it off now. Clear. Okay. That means the entire bottom of this bed is now full, which is awesome. So think of this as the big flower pot with a reservoir in the bottom. So that water is going to start to wick up. And what I'm going to do with this last little bit over here, because if I'm going to water the bed, I might as well get something out of the deal, so to speak, is I am going to cover this spot up, create 2 trenches instead, and I'm going to plant something else, because why not? I'm going to decide whether I'm going to plant some yellow beans or if I'm going to plant some more provider. And I think the answer is I'm going to plant yellow beans here because we're trying a new variety this year. And I'm going to plant some there, and a little bit here. And that'll hopefully, if we get germination on it, let us check that out to see what we think about that yellow bean. And it means we won't probably have enough to freeze, but we could eat them. So I'm going to go get my yellow beans, which are on the kitchen table. I'll be right back. Okay, got my yellow beans. These are from Johnny's Selected Seeds, and they are called Goldilocks. They're a bush bean, the good old Phaseolus vulgaris. This is a patented one. I could see it's got a patented note in information on it. We used to grow Carson yellow beans as part of our regular summer stuff. And we loved Carson. They were incredibly productive. They're a bush bean that holds their beans up on top, which makes it super easy to pick. You're not scrounging through the plant. And we were very happy. Grew them for years and years. And all of a sudden, there started to be crop failures on Carson. And we had more and more trouble trying to get them to even finding the seeds. There were years where we couldn't find seeds. We tried some other varieties and we just didn't care for the flavor. And I managed to find them again last year. I wound up having to go to secondary and tertiary seed providers in order to find the stuff. And germination is not what it used to be. Quality is not what it used to be. So we're looking for a new variety. So we're trying yet another one. Like I say, this is Goldilocks. Let's see, 2 inches apart, inch deep, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to try Goldilocks as an adjunct to our regular crop here. And this should give us enough of a stand to know whether we like them or not. We'll see. We will see. You know, you're not going to feed a family of 10 with this. We are not a family of 10. And sometimes we've found that we're happier eating seasonally than trying to preserve a whole ton of stuff. So instead of breaking our heads trying to figure out how to preserve a million things, if we eat the green beans when they're ready and only preserve the overage and then we move on to cabbage crops for the winter and stuff like that. It just seems like we're happier, and we're not killing ourselves. We like to have some overage so that if something else fails or something, you've got things to fill that gap. But yeah, so that's it. That's Goldilocks. And in this case, what I'm going to do is cheat to win a little bit. I'm literally running 2 irrigation lines on each row, one on each side. I've got a little bit more hose than I need here, so we'll bend it around to the back side. So it's over here, it's out of the way. This one is a smidge short, and I don't want to have this end dry out. So I will wrap this like that, and that will provide additional moisture. Temporarily, I'm going to need to nail this down a little bit differently because as the irrigation gets hot in the sun, it warms up, it's like a hose. It will relax, and I can put it where I want it to. Right now it wants to be a little springy, which is not a good thing. Let's see, so that side is set. I think this is too short. It is. Okay. We thought we were going to have more rain than we did yesterday. It looked really promising, and all it actually managed to accomplish was to make me bring in a couple things that I was airing out. It was kind of beyond annoying. I had great hopes for real liquid to come out of the sky. Okay, I need 2 more lines. I'm going to make them. Now some people will just let this whole beast go, and I don't like doing that because I want to have control over the whole process of my irrigation line, and I don't want to have messed up irrigation line all over the place, kind of like a rope that's gotten away from you. I don't enjoy those. So I'm busy tucking things in here and anchoring in a couple of spots. I will have to change the anchors on these as the ground softens. But I'm going to bring this up here, and I'll cut it in between 2 of the emitters. You never want to cut it on an emitter. It will screw things up. That's the nicest thing I can say. And then I need to put an end in here, which is going to go into the distribution head. Okay. There we go. I hear you. Where are you? Chirp, chirp. Huh? There you are. You must have been up top. They're probably mad at me because I'm too close to the bird bath. Okay, so this now has lines on both sides. That now has lines on both sides. This now has lines on both sides, and so does that. So I need one more piece right there. sort of temporarily stake a couple of these things in just to kind of draw it together a little. And that's it pretty much. I am going to run a cover on this. Same as you've seen me do on the other ones. That's a good question. I don't think I've ever run a cover on this. I don't know if I've got the right cover stuff for this. I don't think it'll work. Let's go take a look. I have, yeah, you know, everything you do, you sort of think about things halfway through. I usually try and think about all the way, but sometimes that doesn't work. I'm going to grab just one hoop and see if this will actually work. I don't know. I've never actually covered the center bed, I don't think. Or maybe I did, but it was kind of jury-rigged. Let's see if it'll work. All right, let's see. Okay, it will work. That's a good thing. I just had this thought that, geez, you know, I don't remember actually using this set of hoops on there. I've done a couple of other odd things in the past to try and protect stuff. But in about 52 days, there should be some Goldilocks. That sounds so funny. Okay, I'm going to push this over there a little. There we go. Yeah, it's dripping a little extra here, but it's all going into the bed. It has a reservoir in the bottom because this is one of our wicking beds. So, yeah, I'm going to go get some water and then I'll come back and I will cover this stuff with some row cover just like I did the last bed. Anyway, I guess that's about it for now. I need a drink of water. I need to put away a couple of things here just in case it ever does rain again. We're nice and blue with some big fluffy clouds right now. Reminds me of New Mexico. It used to look like this all the time there. Yes, anyway. So be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because obviously we're doing tons of stuff. This is our late summer garden and we're going to see how well it works for us. And I'll keep you guys apprised of everything. You know, like we've been doing a lot of experimentation and some things have really worked well for us, others less well, or you decide it's not worth it. But we'll see how this works. I have planted stuff relatively late before and still gotten a decent harvest off. And for eating seasonally, this should really work. So we'll see. So until next time, bye. And don't forget, keep on brainstorming because obviously we are.